What up, people? We are at the final episodes of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. John, how are you?
I am not ready to let go, G-Man. How are you?
I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I'm excited in this moment.
Oh, good.
Guys, leave a like. Thank you to everyone who's been here for this journey with us. Also, big thank you to all who have joined us over at our Patreon page for Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. We also cover several things over there exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. That is where you can catch the full-length reaction watch-along where you sync it with your own copy. Alrighty, guys. Let's see what's going on. And also, thank you to Pepper for helping us edit down these highlights. Let's get to it.
Whoa. What do we got? Oh.
Homeboy traveled through time.
And space.
What? Time travel?
Oh, it's a Scott Pilgrim-focused episode.
The Scottoverse.
Excuse me?
Is it a multiversal Scott?
Is that what we're gonna get?
Like maybe he planned it, but he didn't plan it.
What even is any of this?
Whoa, nice.
What is becoming of him?
Oh.
Who are you?
Show why you're the greatest warrior, Scott. The Last of Us.
This is my exact thought. It's the wrecked set.
Where are we?
Toronto, Canada.
Is he the narrator?
The future.
Oh.
Whoa.
John,
And you're...
Scott Pilgrim.
37 years old.
Still awesome. I am legend, Scott. To Scott, to Pilgrim.
So we actually
Golly,
make it
it's
past-
What the
beautiful.
hell happened in Canada?
Yeah, man. Might even make it to 40 if we're lucky.
It is Will Forte.
Are we rich and famous? Do we win a lot of cool fights?
We do okay.
The fact that we can grow a beard alone.
Alone.
Somebody appreciates it.
It's not that far in the future.
Is that literally somebody making the noise by mouth?
Whoa! We live
Damn.
here? No way.
Here, let me show you our house.
Did you actually purchase it, or is it stolen?
Or is Cyberpunk Canada just still so polite and affable that you could just kind of walk up and claim it? Whoa! What a beautiful home.
This looks like Lucas Lee's home, but that's in Canada. This is in Canada.
This is in Canada.
The League of Evil Exes. That takes me back.
Whatever happened with that?
Well, let me break it down for you. Fighting those exes was the biggest mistake of our entire life.
Oh.
Because we lost?
No, because we won.
Yeah, buddy.
So this is like a sequel.
Kinda, yeah. A requel.
You have virtual reality?
It's a
in the
Game Boy.
Well, we have it all. The future's more futuristic than they originally predicted.
Future is more futuristic. He's doing a code sequence with the pad.
Oh my god, somebody in this life is going to build themselves a classic Game Boy vault door.
Welcome to the VR chamber.
Virtual guy.
Give this one a spin.
Oh, I did miss you, Scott. Memories.
Virtual guy.
Me and Ramona?
Ramona and I.
That's that one guy. I know him.
And that guy.
They don't look so tough. That guy just skateboarded to his death.
God, they're chumps.
That's the movie.
Yeah.
So Ramona dated a robot. That's progressive.
No, she dated the twins. They're humans.
Yes.
Another red flag, pal.
I don't see any flag, and it's all
Gideon.
red.
She's like Princess Leia.
Oh, we get married? This is really
But
sweet,
what
actually.
goes wrong?
A
Minions.
I love it.
Other Universal Studios, yeah.
This is a really nice project, man.
Oh, is that that's not part of it anymore. Ignore that one. I told him to take that out. Next screen.
Oh,
He's
bitter
still
older
pining.
Scott.
Yeah.
Divorce.
Now this one looks like it's in a completely different style.
It's the exact same, if not better.
No, it's definitely worse. Whoever did this is bad at art.
Oh.
That's the end of it?
Yep.
Technically, we're separated after the honeymoon. 13 odd years later.
We must have had some good times.
Oh, sure, but those aren't in this simulation.
So he's just completely and utterly alone.
Scott Pilgrim versus the world.
I'm talking about my new band, Poppin' Twin Beat. The members are me and the twins. I told you about the twins, though, right?
You're in the league.
You said we defeated them.
Oh, yeah, but after they respawned at home, I guess they learned their lesson or whatever. Big city, heart to heart.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Big city, namida.
I just love that it's half in Japanese.
This is really capturing this kind of music videos, man.
Yeah. Loving you.
Oh no, mama, touch. It's a bop, right? Over 100 views.
Over 100.
How did he gain all this success?
Hey, why is all of old Wallace's old stuff in our garage?
Where's Wallace now?
When I said our house, you thought I meant me and you.
Knock, knock. You boys want some iced tea?
Silver Fox
Two
Wallace.
Scots. Yikes. Nobody mentioned Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's 39. It's a callback to Sonic's.
Yeah.
To the first episode.
Yeah.
How can old Wallace afford such a big house?
I can't afford it. It's kind of a sugar daddy situation.
Sugar what?
Hey. Nice
a
callback.
bird.
Yeah.
He's gonna find out one way or another.
All right, I didn't want to do this so soon, but he's right.
What? What?
Are we gay?
Wallace's husband works at Nintendo.
Where they make the video games? Get every game for free?
Yes,
He doesn't. That's not true.
It's true. They get every game for free.
I thought you said it was a sugar daddy.
I'm really, really happy for you.
Oh, please. You're seething with jealousy. Get your own husband.
Who is your hubby?
This was your idea.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, when me and Ramona were having problems, you said, too bad I don't have a time machine so I can go back and stop myself from dating her in the first place.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
How the hell did you get a time machine in the first place? That technology hasn't even been invented yet.
Oh, one of the twins.
Do you think time travel is possible?
He's retired, but
Get the robot out of retirement.
he would experience the entire duration of his existence simultaneously.
Whoa.
Which would mean, in theory at least, sure, yeah, time travel. Kid stuff, easy.
Here's a simple pie chart for you.
I took you away from Ramona on purpose. See, I used to have a heart. It was right here. It's gone because she tore it out.
Oh. Aw.
You can tell me what you did wrong, and I can go back and do a better job.
You immediately assume I messed up.
Yep.
I do the dishes, I walk the cats, I make the spaghettis. I won't take you back to the past until I know for a fact that you won't date Ramona Flowers, because she's the one who's bad news, not us.
Oh, boy.
Ay, jeez.
It's never good when your future self comes to you.
Remember how you were after Envy Adams dumped you? It's like that. Times 10.
I like how this is a pure reflection of Scott. This whole season. And
It's not woke.
I like this idea. I like this idea a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't I see you at the Rocket back at our show in the past? Did you happen to get any of that on video? You record video of everything?
He's going to see his entire life.
Everything all at once?
Oh, and he could experience via VR.
Nice. Peace nuts. Whoa. Yes.
Was he connected to the past there?
Yeah. I guess.
So maybe the robot who's been watching has just been Scott?
Yeah, just like Scott keeping an eye on all this stuff and peering in throughout the season. And so Old Scott also wrote the script and gave it to young Neil. Interesting. But the script is about him winning Ramona's heart.
Age don't ask.
She can't be roughly 30 to 40.
I love how she actually looks young still.
Yeah. Oh no!
Stop! We come in peace!
The tea.
I heard about old U's idiotic time travel plan. Convince himself to stop being obsessed with me? Has he met himself? That's why I came up with a backup plan.
He has met himself now.
One of your dumb friends wrote a memoir.
Scott and Ramona and Me, My Precious Big Life as Scott Pilgrim's Best Pal by Old Young Neil.
Oh, yeah.
If old Scott was going to erase everything, I wanted there to be some way for you to discover our story.
Aw.
I sent it back in time.
You have a time machine too?
They're made out of parts from an old DeLorean. When I hit 88 miles
Nice.
per hour, I travel through time.
Oh my god.
Except Scott doesn't read books.
But I thought of that. So I moved some scenes around, combined a few characters, and before I knew it,
Oh.
Like a real biopic.
So young Neil did write it. That's crazy in a way.
In a sense, yeah.
the plan may have been misguided. I
Sure.
had to try. He's the love of my life.
Oh.
The movie fell apart. Careers ended.
That's not the story I saw.
It's the friends we made along the way. It's the closure you got with all your evil exes.
So yeah, man, he was watching.
The Ramona I left. She was looking for me, looking for answers, never giving up. Like that famous detective.
Columbo?
I was gonna say Detective Pikachu.
Yes.
Your Ramona sounds pretty cool.
So cool.
I love the music in this show. It's very transportive.
Into the purse.
88 miles per hour. Here we go.
But what is it in kilometers?
Trail and everything.
Hey, baby. Miss me? How's work?
Wallace, you do have a heart.
So that's why you're steaming. Wait, is future me here?
Hey.
Well, hi.
I gotta get a picture of this.
That's so funny.
Just pieced right out.
Right?
Oh, thanks, Knives.
It's so funny.
I met someone.
So I've gathered.
I'm really sorry. And maybe this isn't the best time to have this realization, but I probably shouldn't have been dating you in the first place.
Oh.
Wow.
Scott, I'm glad you're alive. But I'm also glad you died. Gave me a lot of space to reflect and grow. So, thanks.
Aww.
Yeah.
What?
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 Is it metaphorical?
Nope.
What the? What if I still have to fight your exes?
How much did you see on that futuristic VR thingy?
I'm pretty much caught up.
Then you know the game has changed.
But the players are the same.
Ramona could fight them with him.
Yeah, they can fight them together.
Somewhere you could find all the exes gathered together at the same time to celebrate musical theater!
Yes, the show. Precious little musical.
This is such a fascinating culmination.
All 7 evil exes in person. Dizzle.
They got invited still.
Yeah. And he's still got his ulterior motives. Whoa. Not bad. Not bad, Richter. Whoa, turkey leg.
Oh my god. Could be plant-based.
It could be a tofurkey leg. True. Yes.
Then it's time for the big finale.
Let's go. Roll credits.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. We've seen these credits multiple times. Yeah, I still have not caught the narrator.
Wow.
The orchestra tunes. Oh my god.
Stop. Okay, now double that, and we're done.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, your bowels are gonna explode out your stomach. Oh!
Come on.
Evil X number 3, Todd Ingram, right?
Oh, he's got to go in a different order.
Vegan? Let's fight!
Me fight you over Ramona? And I'm vegan no longer. I had a cheese plate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner today.
Whoa.
You owe me a new tub of butter. You were Walter's roommate. Tell me everything. Where was he born? What is his middle name? Does he have a favorite vegetable?
Still a vegan left in there somewhere.
I'm not interested in curds and whey.
There were sparks!
There's no such thing.
Not even fire sparks.
Scott Pilgrim, do not be throwing hands at me right now. This is the biggest night of my career. I shouldn't even be wasting my voice on you. So,
What are y'all doing right here in the lobby?
Yeah, you're the freaking star.
You didn't create a force field preventing me and Ramona from kissing, did you?
That evil villain stuff is behind me. I've got jewels now.
What the hell is going on?
Lucas Lee. Also cleared, I don't know.
Let me tell you about Broadway bad boy Matthew Patel.
Whoa.
Do either of you know anything about this force field thingy, and would either of you like to fight about it?
Nope. Come on, let's go watch a stupid musical about a stupid guy.
Well, it is board as a foot with a mouth, like the hand with a mouth logo.
I didn't know it was the exes who made it.
Scott Pilgrim's precious little musical. We're not here to fight. Our robot says we're all bros in the future, so later, bro.
We've ruled out all my exes.
No fights? No kissing? This finale sucks.
Nah, it'll get better. Don't worry. Whoa.
Oh my god.
There's like a sea mine up there.
Yeah.
Some hot fuzz shit. It's a very cinematic shot.
Yeah, damn well.
Well, and like the subtle, like fish-eyeing.
Scott Pilgrim. So you got the girl. You gonna kiss her or what? Kiss her. Kiss her. Kiss her.
Also boredom.
Jesus.
I'm Scott Pilgrim.
I know. Shut up.
I had that dream again.
I didn't care the first time you told me. I care even less now.
Exes. Evil. Exes. Evil. Exes. Evil exes.
Wow, Scott, you seem so upset.
This is such a great medley.
Bread makes you fat.
Bread makes you fat.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a plan. Whoa. What is...
Are they all getting sucked into the future? The world versus Scott Pilgrim.
Attack.
Still not cool, Goose.
Enough.
Whoa. Yeah. Lens cleansing change.
But old.
No. Even older.
Oh, mental health and well-being unknown. 47 years old.
How you doing? Love the white hair.
Whoa.
He's so buff.
I explicitly told you to stay away from Ramona, but did you listen? No!
Wow.
This show's so cool.
Yeah, man. Got me twice with this.
Scott and Ramona must be love. Hey, give us a kiss, you two. Let's see those sparks.
Oh.
It was you!
It was the even older one.
I had a backup plan.
I guess it was him.
Nano machines in your drink.
Of course.
you'll find the AK fields they generate to be quite impenetrable.
You son of a bitch.
Anti-kiss field!
Yes.
So why are you here fighting us?
Because winning didn't change anything. We still end up marrying Ramona.
Oh.
Your stupid friends must team up at some point in my new past and figure out how to dissolve the anti-kiss field.
Oh, wow.
I respect the work you've put into this villain plot, but I have my own villain plot going on. We've got no beef with you.
What if I have a beef with you?
Oh, let's go.
It looks cool, man.
Wow.
He's just got the ultra powers.
Somehow Scott Pilgrim returned.
After you left the future, and after old Wallace kicked me out, I began my training.
Yeah.
10 years I did nothing but study all of your skills, your strengths,
Wow.
your
Wow.
weaknesses. Because there's only one way to end this. Me versus the world!
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim versus everyone. Fight!
Ooh.
This is a true anime.
Yeah, on OP. Plus 10 against elders. Ooh, damn. No anti-punch fields on those. Damn.
Come on, even older Scott. I'm somehow just kind of rooting for you.
Oh.
Ramona! Are you okay?
Wow, this is a turn of events.
Oh, what we got?
Oh,
Sweet.
yes.
Oh, cool.
It's time to chow down!
Chow down.
Woof. Awesome.
Wow.
Love.
Yes. Whoa. Oh my god. It's kind of like that Hunter x Hunter we just watched.
Sweet. The levels. That was great. Our extra power-ups.
Ooh. Let's go. Skate or die.
Ouch.
She's still got the tattoo. I love they took the time for that. This isn't even my final form.
Look at the punch!
It's like anime and the best Nintendo fighting games.
Damn. It's so weird to almost be rooting for Gordon. Hey.
No, there's no way that could be the end of it. Scott. He's got to do this alone. Oh, but he's got Ramona.
Oh.
Scott! Let's hit him together! Wait, huh?
Yes, of course. Nice.
You need to let me live my life!
If I do, you'll end up where I ended up. Alone for 10 years!
That was your choice!
So extreme.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What if he's right? He's you.
You think I want to become that guy? I won't.
Oh my god, yeah.
Whoa.
Future Ramona.
Yeah. Or even more future Ramona. Yeah.
10 years. Then Wallace tells me you're training to go back in time and fight yourself?
A lot of people.
We hit one rough patch, and you go completely insane?
Oh no.
Fighting all of these people.
And a robot.
When you could have been fighting
Yes.
for us.
Scott was in them.
Yep.
Are you saying that we weren't over? Are you saying that you still loved me?
At the time, yes.
Oh.
So what about me? You're telling me I should just skate on? Call it another failed experiment?
No.
No.
Run! Run from the thing that you love.
Oh.
Oh my God, the show's giving me exactly the thing I complained about 2 episodes ago.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Always skating away.
I'm done running.
Such a great movie line.
You.
Yes.
I choose you.
Oh, self-love.
Ramona and the power of self-love.
Hug yourself, Scott.
Super Ramona.
Super.
Just like
Super.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I mean 3.
Kick his ass, Super Ramona.
No.
No.
It's never too late to clean up a mess. But I will send him home so he can get started.
Oh, well, this is great. Not.
The me who left him and the me who just
Whoa.
met him, we're the same.
Ooh.
I see that now. It's all the same.
Whoa. Yes. Yes. Yes.
What the shit?
Sparks.
Because I'll have a lot of trouble saying it later, let me say it now. I love you, Scott.
Aww.
But what I've done in the past doesn't have to define me.
This is all your fault.
Help me keep remembering that, okay?
No.
Super Rona.
Yes. The Rona.
Aww.
Sparks.
Aww. That is flexing.
Is there any way you would take the Empire back? Just let me keep my show and the rest of it is yours.
Of course.
Everyone gets what they want.
This was his ultimate plan.
Yeah, just to make some friends.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, knives. Epilogue.
Are they going to perform for Envy?
Or do they write a song for Envy?
Stunt actress.
Yes. She Black Widow.
Or she a star.
No, we need physical media.
Make out.
Without you.
Hey, you got a job there.
Nice. Oh. Oh my God. He's made for this.
Superstar barista Lucas Lee at your service.
Whatever.
Whatever?
Yeah, whatever.
Damn.
Oh, annoying. But the tips are good, and I do get to look at his butt all day.
That's America's ass.
I'm spending the money I got for starring as myself in this major Canadian motion picture that never got made.
That the maker of Nintendo?
Must be.
The die.
One more ASMR.
You think she's going to have a smile this time?
It's a smiley face hairdo. Certainly feeling lighter.
Smile!
Hey! Feeling free.
Nothing cooler than air guitar.
Nothing cooler. Nothing feels cooler. There's no... Doug Sherwood. There's no greater discrepancy between what feels cool and what looks cool than air guitar. Oh, Stephen Root was the Nano Machines.
Time for the real game to begin.
The goose is loose. Honk, honk, fuckers.
Tease for the second season. Testosterone combat.
Yeah, they played this song in the first episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right, so okay, let's immediately rank it. Is it better than the movie? Come on, John.
Better than the books. It's better
Process
than the
everything.
movies. It's
Process
better
it
than
all.
anything
Process it
you've
all.
ever
Find
seen
ourselves a rich,
before.
confident answer right now without any second thought. Just go.
This
Just go.
has at least
Just
more
go.
breathing room to maybe create a different sort of more nuanced emotional impact.
Wow, recency bias.
Wow, I mean, the nothing beats the movie. Screw this. I don't like art at all unless Edgar Wright made it. That means my pool of art is precious limited.
God, you know what they should do? They should go to rejectnationshop.com.
That would help me decide.
Get some real Rejects apparel there. That's a
Yeah.
great way to support the channel. Look as fly as everyone in this show. You get shirts like this RR shirt that I'm wearing, and it's my favorite way you can support the channel. It's John's favorite way you can support the channel. It's your favorite way to
You just
support the
don't-
channel.
you know it.
You don't know it yet, but look at all these shirts. Oh my God.
Well, get one of each.
Involved ourselves in all
You can
these
have
creations.
one for every different day of like
That's
half the
right.
month.
I know exactly which shirt is flashing on screen at which
Me
point
too.
in time.
I love that one the most.
Have we? I don't
That's
even.
my favorite
I
one.
might have even talked longer than necessary, and we're just. The
And now we're having to
on us.
repeat shirts, and
And let's
we've
just-
run out of
let's
shirts
go
to
again.
flash.
Let's
so
loop that bad
start
boy
over again.
Yeah, look at them shirts.
Oh, look at these shirts. And then to start showing like thumbnails of videos you should watch. Just keep going through and through and through and through.
Oh man, yeah, that was fun. That was great. I think those last two episodes, it was funny because like the penultimate for us, but not the real penultimate.
Penultimate 2.
I found myself craving a little bit more development for Ramona since the focus was on her.
Yeah.
And it's a fun little flipperoo, a great inverse of things where you find out that it's been from Ramona and Scott's perspective this entire time. The character you spent the most time with is Ramona. However, it has also still been from Scott's perspective.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's a great way to make you go, see, we didn't fully piss that certain crowd off.
They just needed to not rage quit long enough to get here to see it.
They just need to get her to the end. But the author behind this, I don't know any of the behind the scenes information on it, but the telling of this is great because I really feel like it captured the heart underneath the caricature of everyone here. And like, especially by the time you get to the end, it really seemed like it had a softer, sympathetic approach. You can feel the writer going, you know, I like these guys, and I want to see a little bit more of the love underneath everyone, and how at the end of the day, all these people who have become obsessive freaks over Ramona, they're all broken individuals.
Yeah, and this is a significant motivator for various aspects of their lives that they might not be able to admit.
Not everyone got like the most development, I would say. You know, like the twins didn't really get development.
And I mean, it's a nice subversion, but yeah, it's like they don't really get a fight or anything like that. And when they do show up, it's almost always kind of just facilitate something.
And I thought, like, while they had in the live action movie, at least, while I liked their sequence with the music the battle of the bands, they were still like the least interesting characters to me because they didn't really get character.
Yeah, they didn't really speak much. You know?
Yeah.
So like their fight is the most interesting thing about them.
But they do give them a very important plot point via creation of the robot.
Yeah, and I mean the nanotech, like they're the accomplices and the like R&D department for so many of the machinations that affect Scott and Ramona throughout this. Yeah.
1000%, man. I mean, I thought the show was very beautiful, and it's an inspiration of like 80s and 90s video games and anime, and it really feels like an embodiment of all of it. It doesn't just feel like it's something that is on the surface level paying homage. There's something that speaks from a genuine part. Again, it's the word that keeps coming to mind is you could feel the soul behind it, not just notes of things they wanted to attempt. It feels naturally from within that is coming out. When I say the word expressive, I'm not using that word lightly because it really does feel like an expression of soul here.
Yeah, it's super evocative. Like it has so much kind of emotional richness to it, and that's sometimes in small, little ways that are kind of precious, and then in other times it's in big overflowing ways that are very sort of all-encompassing or very like relatable in a grander way. And yeah, like this.
And while you don't spend a lot of time with Ramona and Scott, it's still an epic love story.
100%, because you feel you
I cared way
feel
more about
them.
this love story than I did in the movie.
Yeah, I would agree. And you feel it kind of from both their perspectives. And I like that it lets you sit in the bittersweetness that love can be, because, I mean, there's so much, like the rush of love can often come with that sort of like, I don't know, it's a different kind of rush. It's almost like the rush of falling, literally, when, that love is threatened or that love is called into question in any way, shape, or form. And there's so much about uncertainty, and this culminates in a way where it's like, don't let your, fear of the future based on the past, wreck your present almost. Like, I thought the way that it wove, it's like we've seen this in things before and even recently, especially with like the older version coming and finding the young version, and it's like kind of wondrous or fun at first, and then it turns out dark. But I thought this was a particularly nice
Lightyear.
Yeah, Lightyear. Flash. Various. It's a trope that is a well-worn sci-fi thing.
That's what Passion of the Christ 2 is about.
Definitely. I'm like, Jesus, listen, maybe we shouldn't get on the cross. Maybe we should just deck Judas right there, take those pieces of silver, start a church of our own, If I just embrace the socio-economic
essentially what The Last Temptation of Christ is about.
Oh, reaction. Ain't never seen
Except
it.
it isn't Jesus coming back.
Isn't it Willie Defoe is my man? Is my man G's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Oh my God, they should make Willem Dafoe Scott Pilgrim.
He would be a great older Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
If they ever made another live action movie, I think that'd be really funny if they did that. But yeah, we've seen this thing of the older self coming back and it being a grim cautionary tale. But I really like the way that they complemented that by bringing Ramona's in as well. And then giving the greatest payoff, in a sense, to her in that moment, complemented everything that came before, and especially as she is, like so much of the story is, instead of it, being Scott sort of learning to not be insecure about all these evil exes, it's more about Ramona learning to let go of all these people that she pushed away because of, her own fear, like, sabotaging for fear of this thing failing, self-sabotage.
Yeah, it's a story of self-love as well.
Yeah.
Self-forgiveness,
Yeah.
And I did feel for them wanting to make the love work. There's a bit of an Eternal Sunshine vibe to it.
Yeah, because it is that thing of like, well, we're going to spend the time together, but ultimately it's going to wind up in tragedy, and maybe it's just better to never have to deal with that. And it's also kind of like the time machine. It's that thing of like, if you, the more you try and avoid something, the more you're going to bring it about. So why not just live in the moment?
But it's still an arc for Scott too, like seeing who he is in the future. Like it goes past the movie.
Yeah.
And it's not like it doesn't. I thought maybe they were going to go extremely meta, where you see where Scott's the alternate version is. I feel like the implication is for future Scott, older Scott, is here's what happened after the movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the implication.
Yeah.
Right. And then you see that they didn't have a happily ever after, but they could have just made it work if he matured.
Yeah.
But he like jumped ship too early instead of working through it,
Yeah.
And he just became an obsessive escapist individual too. Like he never truly grew up.
And he never fully realized, what the real thing to blame was.
Yeah, so I think they both get like a character arc, and it shows that for the relationship to work, they both have to work on each other's individual things.
Yeah.
And it's not just a story about them realizing like, oh, I need to learn one thing about myself. Like it goes deeper than that. And again, it doesn't feel like pretentiously deep. Because the show still keeps it extremely whimsical, extremely vibrant. Everything is like ramped to an 11 here, and I thought that it was also very tender and nuanced. I was really impressed with this show, man. It gave us something very, very different, and it took a tad bit of readjusting and a little bit to see where it goes. But I also get why this is a binge show as well.
Yeah,
this actually feels like appropriately. This is one of those shows that could work as either, but I actually think it's better as a binge.
The well-roundedness of the story, I think, will shine especially bright if you binge it. But I do think that remarkably, especially for the to be on the platform that streamlined and created the structure, the literal structure of shows that bolsters this binge format. This is an example of something that's not just, make sure it's got a gripping opening and a gripping cliffhanger. It's like these actually function well as pieces. They feel like issues out of a greater like compendium. And yeah, like they do absolutely work on their own. But as you know, we kind of talked about on the last one after episode 6, like the totality, I think, will shine really, really bright as just one whole go.
Yeah, I like Ramona Flowers way more here than I did in the film. That's as an honest take. And I like Scott more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of weird because Scott's not in it as much, but I do like Scott and Ramona more.
Yeah. And I think, again, if you've seen the movie, I think that balances out nicely because we've spent
they work as a good companion.
Yeah, like it's funny. Like the characters are well written and well drawn in a way that makes it so that they complement. And then I think just the other thing too is like it's really nice that all these actors are also really solid for the voice acting they need from this.
Yeah,
because not everybody translates. And there's something about I think the fact that we know Michael Cera. So many of us have seen the movie, so we've spent the time with him. And then the first episode, I think, giving you so much familiar. I never felt like he was too far away, even when I didn't know that he was like watching over things with the robot. And like Ramona is a solid character, and it's like while in the movie both of their flaws are also represented, like this is it's like you can see her involvement in all this, and it's just I don't know, it just seemed. You could see her involvement in spinning the web that we're dealing with right now, or at least, but
also how really quick. I mean, first how young Scott got Ramona to realize that older Ramona to realize that the journey of Scott being taken out of the equation and losing to the ex instead actually led Ramona down a path that was better for her, like the healing process that she went through and everything. So. Inadvertently, by taking him out, it
made things better for everybody.
Yeah, it made things better for literally everybody. Yeah, except for older Scott. But
it's a great subversion because you don't in any way miss out on the fights and the action, which is fun. And then the dynamic flips around, and you sort of find what else these people have to fight for. And there are confrontations, but I just think that's such a nice, rich. Like it would work without the movie, and I think it's a really nice play off the movie because instead of this one guy fighting to A, prove his adequacy to himself, and B, win the heart of girl, this is just such a more qualitative. It's a very appropriate thing to do for the here and now. And people whinge every time you make something from a female perspective that has a man's name in the title, but it's her story in so many ways, and it's absolutely just a lovely thing they chose to do.
Yeah. I think it's really cool that they made something that I think the sell on it. I think that's probably the problem with the marketing is the sell makes you think you're just going to watching an anime version of the movie.
Yeah.
And they don't really. I mean, they want to leave you surprised, which is also like the great thing about it. However. I don't know. I feel like maybe there could have been like a quarter, maybe not a middle ground, but like a quarter leading into that. We're really going to do something very different, and take it a very different direction.
Sure.
And without spoiling it, I don't really know. I'm not good at marketing, so I don't really know what the fuck it would be. However, I think it's a great. I think if you watch the movie and then you watch this, they work perfectly together. Because I think this works better if you see the movie.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot more. Yeah, it'll be a fuller context. Like I think this is super rich on its own, but there'll be a much fuller context. And two, I don't know. It's one of those things where they made all these changes, but I don't feel like it in any way betrays any of these characters. No. And it's nice to see these cartoons take on, and in the live action movie they are certainly cartoons, and then to get a character like Lucas Lee or any of them, really, but to give them flesh and flavor and heal certain things beyond just the thing that makes them an evil ex. Like all that stuff is fun, but we find fun in other parts of them and in ways in which we don't need to keep them broken in these specific ways. And I think that's just a nice maturity of characterization.
Yeah.
And just, his whole, like that one thing Brian Lee O'Malley said about like approaching this as like a sort of reflection on as a means of making it its own unique thing, I think is a beautifully rendered approach, at least by this final product.
Yeah. I thought it was amazing, man.
Yeah, this is really terrific.
I thought it was really amazing.
And beautiful animation all the way through.
Yeah, wonderfully shot. Like everything felt hand drawn. Even if it isn't, it felt hand-drawn. Every shot felt incredibly selective.
Everything felt like it had purpose, tender love and care.
Yeah.
You know, every element felt this, you know, just feels like living art, you know.
The way you say the kind of compliments you would give across the Spider-Verse, I would say they keep that consistent here for every minute of every one of these episodes.
Yeah. It has that, or it almost has, like Spider-Verse has it, and even a different sort of kind of thing, but everything everywhere all at once, or just things that have this like madcap quality, and they're throwing like so much at you, yet they also have such a keen eye and a compassionate eye towards just emotion and character and nuance and things like that. And so, yeah, you feel like you just took in the semi-overwhelming thing that has so much in it, and yet somehow, despite all the potential that a Spider-Verse or an Everything Ever or this present, this somehow feels like a definitive version.
Well, it's also so self-aware. The way how they keep it modern day, but they imagine it in the way of like, how would someone in the 80s or 90s devise this plot?
Yeah.
You know, but by keeping it, like, I love when he goes to the future and it's like not that far in the future, but everything is like a dystopia. Like older Scott,
chillest dystopia. Yeah.
And older Scott is like so old, even though he's just 37 years old.
Totally.
But they play it like that classic thing that you would see in like 80s, like Wallace is just gray.
Yeah,
exactly the same, but gray hair. Yeah, I'm like, that's exactly like how these 80s movies would do it. Like
somebody up.
Just make their hair gray.
And now they're older.
And now it's just 10 years from now, but they're so much older now.
Yeah, totally. And just like, I don't know, the way it incorporates it's like it has specific pop culture references, but yeah, the way it amalgamates just so much of like retro really futurism and in fun, silly ways, you know. Yeah, there's so much here.
It's exciting, had punch. I love the original music that they had throughout as well. You know, normally with Scott Pilgrim, you kind of think, like they have the music that is created within it for like the characters using it, but I'm just talking about like when scenes are happening and you got a bit of that.
Yeah, like 8-bit chiptune kind of.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. Overall, man, I don't know. I don't know what I would really criticize about it. I thought it was pretty near perfect for what they set out to do, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. 9.9999999.
Yeah.
Just give it a 10. Just go for
it. Yeah, John, go for it.
All right, I'll give it 11.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome. It's an extra point for the both.
It's really good.
Yeah, anytime.
Alrighty, guys. Well, what did you think of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off? Do you prefer it over the movie? Do you put it on the equal measure? What do you rate the show as a total experience? Leave your thoughts down below. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and hey, let's end this with a Pandemic Jones. PJ, my friend, it's been a while since we've heard from you, my buddy. But I imagine right now that you are probably in a multiverse and exploring alternate versions of yourselves. And one of them is someone who does create a pandemic himself and is an evil mastermind because his heart was broken. And then you see another universe where, hey, he is just a reality show chef. And he uses his clout to get laid and skip lines at movie theaters. And then we go to another universe of Pandemic Jones, where he is a woman, the hottest woman on Earth. And you use that to skip lines at movie theaters.
It's always at the movies, no matter what universe.
There's another Pandemic Jones, and a universe full of where everyone they're cricket people. They're just walking crickets. And what did they do? They go to the movies, and at a theater you could jam pack thousands in one auditorium. So that's why ticket industry is booming. So oftentimes the wait line is atrocious and complex.
Yes, and you're always hearing crickets, but that's good because that means the crickets are like in the movie.
The crickets are relaxed and enjoying
it. Totally.
And if you want the best scene in the house, you're the president of Cricket Planet, and Pandemic Jones is skipping lines.
Yes.
Uses the Secret Service to get past security and get through the crowd of crickets in order to watch movies that are essentially our films just with crickets.
A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life.
Grasshoppers.
It's a very serious drama there. Exact
Yes.
same film, but a horror movie.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Where they have to deal with the fucking hopper and stuff.
yeah.
It's a play on real world history on that planet.
And then they're like, don't profile us. We're not grasshoppers. It's not the same.
It's not
you
the
know?
same. And I feel you, man. The cricket planet's rough. So
surprisingly, it's one of the more grim realities. I'm sorry, you never guess it.
But dude, either way, you are someone with a lot of prestige and admired on every planet you go to. But out of any democracy to be a part of, Reject Nation admires you the most. So much love to you. Thank you for being part of our page and supporting us for so long. And chirp, chirp, my friend.
Chirp, chirp.